Still a little gray out there. I was at Higgins Beach this morning catching some waves.
Were you surfing?
Yeah, there were about 25, 30 people out there, and I think it must have been some spillover from whatever was passing through last night.
Yeah, the waves weren't bad. I drove by Pond Cove and Cape Elizabeth today and saw a similar, like, there weren't 30 people, there was like 3 or 4, but yeah. We started off cloudy. We get a nice late afternoon here, still sticky though, and that's the only thing making it feel summery, because it's not that warm. No? It's just, there's dew points in the mid 60s, even if you're only 71, 72, that feels more summery. Dew points are lower across northern Maine. We had a front come through last night, but not every front is a really drastic, kind of dramatic cold front, and this is a perfect example. It took us from a dew point of 74 down to 65, so from really, really sticky to still fairly sticky across central and southern Maine especially. Had a lot of clouds early. Often when you've got that low cloud cover, your best chance to get rid of some of that, to shed it, is late afternoon, and that's what's happening. Look what happened over the last couple of frames with this satellite picture. So many of us that were socked in most of the day are actually going to have a nice late afternoon into the early evening as far as clearing out. Radar shows a couple of showers out there into the mountains, but for the most part we're going to be dry. Those will die out as they move downhill. Best chance that the shower will be in the mountains and into New Hampshire. So tonight, probably onshore flow giving us a little bit of fog, even though this model doesn't pick up on it. Likely we'll see some of that. Start off cloudy with showers tomorrow morning. The coastline sees some decent showers tomorrow morning through about 11 a.m. and then they settle down. The afternoon looks better, but not a ton of sunshine around, with just some peaks of sun. Probably a lot like today where we break some sun later in the day. Temperatures end up around 70 to 75, but it struggles early on. We stay cloudy overnight tomorrow night, and to start the day on Friday we're cloudy again, but by Friday afternoon we start clearing out, and I think the end of the day Friday sets the stage for the weekend, which is we start seeing some noticeably nicer weather in the weekend forecast. Looks good here. We've got high pressure building in. For Saturday, there was some question about what Sunday would look like. Yesterday, one model kept the front to our west, the other drove it through on Sunday. Both major models, the GFS and American, now agree, GFS and European, I'm sorry, agree that this front will stay to our west on Sunday. So we get the whole day in Sunday, and some showers come in on Monday. Those showers and storms on Monday might feel like we're going to transition over to cooler weather, as we often do behind a system like that, but actually we go the other way. We're warming up Tuesday and Wednesday. Those look like really summery days. Depending on what the sun is and the exact wind direction, we could be in the low 90s in quite a few spots there. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll keep an eye on how hot is, but it's not going to be cool, I'll tell you that. The weekend I think is nice for most people. It's not perfect. There's some periods of clouds in there, but the coast is upper 70s. Inland is 83, maybe 84 degrees. So good and humid enough, but not top level.
You know what? These are all nitpicky things that we won't care about come January, February, and March, right?
Or like even we wouldn't have talked about 3 weeks ago, but now we're in a better pattern for that. Sure.
We will take that in stride.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.